here's our monkey that we're going to make. Hold him up a little bit closer. All right. So we are going to draw his head, his shoulders, and then we're going to do the background today. All right. So I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so you can see a little better. And what you need today is you need paper, crayons, or markers. I used both. I used my brown markers for the outline and for the background. If we remember, our background is what is behind our monkey. Okay, so I just did some blues and yellows and greens. So I'm going to start with a marker. I'm going to get my brown marker. If you are worried that you might mess up on your monkey, you may want to start with a pencil. If you're not worried about it, it's okay. I made mine work even though it's not all perfect. Okay. The other thing I want you to look at before we start drawing is the fact that our monkey takes up most of the picture. Okay. I'm not going to draw him this big. All right. I want him to fill the paper up. Okay. So make him big. Make him big enough to where he fills up most of this space. Okay. You don't want to make him so big that all you get on there is his eyes. But you do want to make it about the size I'm making mine, okay? So I'm going to start with my brown marker. Remember, you can start with a pencil. If you need to, if you're using crayons, draw lightly, and then that way you can fix it a little bit easier. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start in the top half of our paper. So if I were to divide my paper in half, kind of like that, I'm going to be in the top half, and I'm going to start towards the middle. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of like a 3 that's on its side. Okay, so I'm going to curve, do a little, I'm not going to go all the way in, and I'm going to curve back around. Okay, now if you notice, one side of mine is bigger than the other, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to fix it. Make this side just a little bit bigger. Okay, now I might have done it too big, but it's okay, we will make it work. And I apologize that my head's going off the top of the screen. I wore some boots today, and so they're making me a little bit taller. So I'm going to erase my line in the middle. All right, now I've got my sideways 3. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the bottom part for where his mouth is going to be. So I'm basically just going to do like a big U. All right, that curves up. And again, I messed up. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to curve it around. Okay. Now, let me see if there's anything that I need to do better. Now, Miss Pratt is messing up a lot today, and I apologize. All right. So I think I have it how I like it. Kind of looks like Mickey Mouse shape, doesn't it? All right. So I've got the general outline for his face. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the curve around for his head. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom, and I'm just going to curve it around. Okay? All right, so we've got the outline for his face. Now we are going to add his eyes. So we're going to do 2 circles. All right, I'll go over them again so you can see them a little better. Got 2 circles for my eyes. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a curved line within his eyes. So I'm going to curve. I'm going to curve the other one, and I'll move the computer up so you can see. I'm going to do 2 dots in the middle. I'll move you closer. All right, you see his eyes? So you need a circle with a curved line and a dot in the middle. All right, so we have his eyes. Now he needs some eyebrows. You could either do a line across or you could give him some furry eyebrows. Okay, it's up to you. Depends on how you want your monkey to look. If you want him to look mean, you can give him some angled eyebrows. If you want him to look a little happier, you could give him just a curved eyebrow. Okay, it's totally up to you on how your monkey looks. All right, the next thing we're going to do is his nose. All right, same thing as what we did up here. You're going to make kind of like a sideways 3. Ta-da! And then you got to give him his nostrils. So you're going to do a little area filled in inside the 3. I'll move you closer to see. Now, do you see his angry eyebrow and his nostrils? All right. Next thing we're going to do is you have to add his mouth so he can eat. Now, mine is going to be a really smiley monkey, even though he's got angry eyebrows. All right, now he looks like he's being a prankster. So, what are we missing now? What does he have? What does he have to have so he can hear? He needs 2 ears. So I'm going to come out next to his eye, and I'm going to do 2 ears. And they're pretty close to the same size. Then I'm going to do a baby ear shape in there. All right. Now I'm going to give him some funky hair that sticks up. All right, so he's got 3 pieces of hair sticking up. Now, if you want your monkey to be a girl, you could always add a hair bow. If you want your monkey to have a necklace, you could always add a necklace. I'm fine with us drawing silly monkeys. That's totally okay with me. So if you wanted your monkey to have a bow, you could do something like this. You do a line, and then do an X, and then connect it on this other side, and then do a little piece in the middle, and you have a bow. So if you want a bow in your monkey's hair, you can add that. All right, one of the last things we have to do is we have to do his shoulders. So I'm going to start here on his head and just go straight down. Well, not quite straight down. I'm going to curve it down. There we go. Now, your job is to figure out what's going to go in the background and how you're going to color your monkey in. So my advice would be color your monkey in brown. I would do a different color for the inside of his ears and for his face if I were you. Okay, so if I did this brown on his ears and for his face, I would maybe do a darker or a lighter brown on his body and here. Okay, so I would do a lighter color brown here so that you don't mess up your lines, and make sure you don't get it in his eyes. Okay, then you have to figure out what you're going to do for the background after you have that colored. I just did some leaf shapes. So you could do a leaf and just do pieces coming out of it like this. Okay. You could draw a tree back there. You could show some more monkeys. You could add the sun. Okay. So there are lots and lots of things that you could add to your background. You just need to figure out what you're going to do. But I hope you color in the entire picture, color in your monkey, and then you can either email me a picture of it, send me a message on Canvas, or you can show me your picture in our next Zoom. Okay? Make sure you watch the videos about monkeys so you can learn about them. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. All right. Bye, guys and girls.